statistically, this is the last time that you lot lost to Fulham at the Bridge was October 1979. You've got these man saying there's only one team in Fulham with fucking Harry Wilson at the front. Like, what do you want to say?
I don't want to hear that.
This as well?
I humble yourself, man.
Yeah, we lost to them. Let's be real though. We played like shit, and I'll be honest, they deserved to win the game. After they scored, they were the only team that looked like they were going to score. But yeah, mate, they can chat. Well done, they beat us, but mate, who are Fulham? Let's be real. Where are they in the league? What trophies have they won? Fucking. As Zedai says, amateurs. They are amateurs. We defended like amateurs, but let's be real, their club is fucking amateur club.
Yeah, but let's just the timing of this, because obviously last week had a few of you boys on the call, and Zayn, you at least, for example, said that with Sanchez, you're a little bit less defensive of him as Hayes is. Hayes, do you think he's getting a bit overhated? Like, is this coming at a bad time for you, Sam?
Sanchez kept us in the game for as long as we were 1-0 up. He made some ridiculous saves. But yeah, I mean,
he undid his work in the final minute. No, I can't lie.
When Fulham scored, they were the only team that was looking like they were going to win the game. We didn't look like we were going to win the game. But we didn't. It was a good performance from them. Chip from us, but you know, it happens sometimes. We're not going to win every game, are we?
No.
But yeah, it's disappointing to lose from the position that we were in 1-0 up in 80 minutes. But you know, it happens sometimes. We're not perfect yet.
But you have been talking a lot like you are. That's what I want to get onto. Like, there's been a lot of positivity around Chelsea. Some may say,
well, obviously
they kind of wanted this to
happen a lot better than
because
everyone expected.
That's the thing. But they've also, like, a lot of man will say, "You man in the title race." Last week, you boys were saying, "Yeah, you're in a title race." But is the title race now just over after this one game?
No, but the position that we're in, we have to be. Like, you can't be second place not in a title race. But as I said, like, I don't think we're going to win it. Yeah, we're in the race, but I don't think we're going to win it. No way. It's far too early for that. That's what I said last week.
Yeah, I mean, what's your takes, for example, in rest? Because I've seen a lot of criticism in the Chelsea fan base on his substitutions. Like, what do you, man, think of that? Because that's the first criticism I've actually seen of him, like, this semester, bro.
To be fair, for the last 2 months.
Reactionary, isn't it?
Go on, Zane.
Sorry?
Go on, one of you.
Hayes, you can go on, sorry.
Yeah, so, like, obviously he's going to get a bit of stick. We lost to Fulham at home. Like, that shouldn't happen. But I don't know. You know, when you lose and you've been winning, like we've been winning, there's obviously going to be a bit of stick that comes. But that's just fans being reactionary. Like, you're going to get that. But we're still in second. Yeah, Arsenal play tonight. But, mate, if you told us that we'd be third come New Year's Day at the start of the season, I would have been absolutely buzzing with that. So I can't complain.
Does anyone, Ezra, above them, Tyler, is there anything you want to say or add on to this result?
I'm happy to go.
Go on, Tyler, please.
No, for Chelsea, I don't think there's too much to worry about, to be honest. Obviously, it's a little slip in the road. And these things happen. Like I said last week, there's no easy game in the Premier League. Obviously, on paper, you expect Chelsea to go and win. But the only thing that I would mainly say about Chelsea is that, obviously, in this title race, yeah, they're up there. But you look at their squad and you kind of, like, similar to Arsenal a couple seasons ago, you sort of forget that that's a very young team. Yes, they've got lots of quality, but how many of those players have been in this position before where, you know, we're getting halfway through to the season and people are starting to talk about, can this team go and win the Premier League? Does that get into their head a little bit? The difference between them and Liverpool right now is that Liverpool, they've got players that have been there and done it. They've got Van Dijk, they've got Trent, they've got Robertson, they've got Salah. they've got these guys that have been in this position before, and they've been able to handle it. I think with Arsenal as well, I feel like this is what gives us the edge a little bit, because we've got players as well who've been in that position before, not been as successful, but we know what it feels like to be in a title race for the last 2 seasons. But for Chelsea, like I say, there's nothing too much to worry about. It's a new manager. They're doing better than anyone expected them to do. I don't think they can put too much pressure on themselves. Just keep playing the way they're playing, keep winning games, and I feel like under Maresca, it's looking positive. So yeah, don't stress about it too much, lads.
Yeah, I think one
Yeah,
thing.
I couldn't have said it better.
Nah, I feel like this is what I feel like with Chelsea is I want to enjoy it. They lost. It has been a while. But at the same time, that's the reason that I'm enjoying it, is because they've been so consistent. They have done very well this season, and so I've just been like laughing at them obviously for the last day. Obviously some of the results to probably laugh about the loss, which we'll get onto. But I think that for them as well, like they've always said, they're not in the title race. This is for me is confirmed that I feel like it's probably a bit of relief now from Chelsea fans, because there's this pressure like week on week. Like, is it sustainable and to keep winning games? They finally lost a game, so everyone could sharp, because now basically all the eyes on Liverpool. They're, I don't know what, like 7 points clear now, maybe even more.
Yeah.
But I think for me, I said even before this game, I said I think Liverpool win the league. I still believe Liverpool win the league. But yeah, I think listen, Chelsea lost the game. It's funny they lost to Fulham, but it is what it is. They'll get top 4. They'll be fine.
Yeah, I agree.
The United game cheered me up, though. I can't lie.
The United what?
The United game cheered me up. I can't lie.
Yeah,
Did it?
United always cheer me up.
Yeah, I can't lie. Even mad. I didn't even know Spurs lost, but that's another thing, because my brother's a Spurs fan. The last 2 results.
Zayn, we've got a Spurs fan in Kofi here. Fucking add your brother to the next call. I would love to have a grilling session with Spurs fans.
No, he's a kid though. He's a kid. He's not around our age group.
Wait, can I ask what exactly led to him supporting Tottenham?
Honestly, I think it's probably I actually don't know. It doesn't make sense because his mum's an Arsenal fan. So I don't know how he ended up supporting Tottenham. I don't know how.
Wait, so your mum's an Arsenal fan, you're a Chelsea fan, your brother's a Tottenham fan?
Yeah.
You need to save him. You need to help him out there.
Nah, it's too late. It's too late. When you pick your team, you're like, when you pick your team, you pick your team. It's too late. Like, it's too late now.
Fucking, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, boys, listen. I respect Hayes and Zayn. You boys are kind of giving credit to Fulham. This goes on to the next segment of the show. Coldest player from Fulham. Each of you just have to basically say your man of the match from Fulham.
Oh, it was mad. If we won the game, I would have given it to Tosin actually, because he was defending very well. But that final moment was just like, it kind of took the 2 goals. It was like a lapse of concentration. Well, the last one he was on his own, so I can't blame him for that. Throughout the entire time, I would have given it to Tosin really if we won the game.
Position that we were in,
because you lost the game.
in the position that we're in, this is why the team isn't going to win the league this year. Is when you concede that goal, you got to make sure you don't lose the game. And we're just too inexperienced. We tried to win the game, whereas I think a point against Fulham at home, like, yeah, it's not ideal, but it's way better than dropping all 3. But yeah, Tosin played well. He's been playing well, but I still think we need a few more defenders because
yeah, definitely
shaky still.
Yeah.
I should probably say, when I say coldest player, like I mean from Fulham, like the best player from Fulham's team.
Oh,
Fulham.
Yeah.
Iwobi was crazy.
Bassi was a joke. He almost scored like a Messi type goal. I was like, what the fuck?
I was just curious about where he was going to go, because I saw him on AFCON and I was like, where's this guy going to play? Then he came to the league and I was like, you know what, let's look out for this guy, because if he does a job at Fulham, we could look at him, but at the same time I might be looking elsewhere. But I think he's a good option.
What did you guys think Harry Wilson? He had the chance of maybe getting the man in the match of the game.
Harry Wilson, definitely. You know what's mad? I was excited when they took off Traore because I was like, great. Now that's one. Even though he doesn't have end product, he's still someone you don't want to write him off. It's like Antonio, you know what I mean? Like doesn't score a lot, but you still can't write him off. So when he went onto the pitch, I was like, good. Then they brought in Wilson, and I was like, okay, let's be careful because whenever they sub on someone in a game like this, they always manage to get the goal. And what a coincidence! He scores the equalizer.
Mate, that is like fucking great management from Marcus Silva. Like both super subs scores to get the winners, boys.
I think Leno deserves some credit as well. I feel like he
does.
Did he make a crucial save? Like
yeah, in the final second.
Yeah,
game,
no, but it was 1-1. Yeah, he did make a good save.
Even when Chelsea
the second half as well, Endo had a shot at the edge of the box, so I thought it was in. That was a 6 save. But yeah, I mean, Fulham played really well, but I would have said Bassi. That guy defended like a joke and attacked like a joke. So I would have given it to him.
Speaking of
go on, mate.
super subs, though, I know Fulham subs changed the game, but I remember interview who said Nkuku won't be used as a striker, but he bought enough for him.
He is dry.
I don't think he offered enough. I think Maresca has to be looked at there a little bit because to bring on Nkuku at front when he doesn't really offer more than Jackson in that position, I think. Why is João Felix not getting a shot?
That's what it is. I think because Palmer, because I think ideally if he was to come on, he would play where Palmer is, and the likelihood of him taking off Palmer, it's not going to happen. Now I do wish he brought on Felix. Maybe I thought maybe he could move Palmer to the right and then put Felix on for now, but he didn't. And this normally for the last few months, right? I've looked at Maresca a lot for like substitutions. This time is probably the only one where I was like, apart from the Felix sub, there's not any other sub that I could think of that he could have made because the bench was 2 academy players and other players realistically that wouldn't really come on to change much. Like for example, Disassi, it's not going to change much. I mean, Gusto had a bad game, but I don't want Disassi at right back. And then there's Cassidy, but he's not going to do much. So this was the one time where I was like, there's not really much we can, go to the bench for, and it's mad considering how much we spent. But I was like, in this game specifically, I felt that this is one where, although a lot of people look at the manager for substitutions, this time was the only time where I was like, realistically, the FedEx sub is all he could do, and he didn't really do it. So,
fair enough.
Would Raheem Sterling have made a difference?
Who?
Raheem Sterling. Would he have made a difference?
Bro, you could take him. You could take him for free. I don't want that guy anywhere near my football club. No, you could take him for free. I don't want that guy anywhere near my football club.
Zay, would Mason Mount have made a difference?
Bro, listen. We've scammed both of you. We've taken 100 million off both of you.
Brother, my boys won a trophy since he left you, man. The one trophy he needed to Wembley, he's good. Don't worry about him.
Alright, bro, where's he now?
I don't give a fuck, bro. Probably in the closet, hopefully fucking injured, bro. Still like, he's injured. He's getting so sick. Don't worry about
a hat trick in conference. Is he not prem ready yet?
Who?
What's his name?
Mark Hughes.
There is a huge goal.
Yeah, he's the most. We got him from Barca for like 6 million. Nah, he's like 21, I think. 19, something like that. Yeah, he's not ready yet.
I only ask about Raheem Sterling. I only ask about Raheem Sterling simply because this is something that people are going to be looking at from Maresca because he's got rid of him, innit?
He left Madueke out of the team though. Like Madueke was on the bench because I don't know why, but he said it was a technical decision. But like Madueke would have made a difference big time today. Yesterday. But obviously he's been left out for some reason. But I back it. I back him. There's no reason for me not to back what Maresca is doing at the moment. He's got us in a position that I wouldn't have even dreamed of. So
I will say Neto for that equaliser was embarrassing.
Yeah, no, Neto was crap. He was
I'd
shit.
be vexed because he was rolling around.
Lightweight.
Because he was rolling around.
Lightweight. Poor.
The game's gone, man. Game's gone. I can't lie.
Nah,
I've been hooked
I
after
want
that.
to. Can I ask some of the Chelsea fans? Because like, I think what is it? Sancho scored like one goal, got like 2 assists, and then everyone started saying that Man United like made a big mistake on selling him. Like, what do you boys think on Sancho thus far?
Oh, Sancho's
He's hot
great.
and cold. He's hot and cold. One day he'll be amazing. One day he'll be shit. But again, I think it's just the fact that that's what you're going to get with Chelsea. Is one day will be hot, one day will be cold. It's just give us time, and everyone will start to play much more consistently, and yeah, everyone will just improve with each other. For now,
Out of all the wings, oh sorry, you can go.
for now,
Go on, then.
there will be inconsistencies, but I'm not too worried about that.
Zane, did you want to say something, brother?
I mean, out of all the wingers we have, I think Sancho's one of the best wingers we have, actually, because but before then, the options would have been like what Madueke on one side, Mudryk on the other, and it would just be very ineffective. Whereas with Sancho, he helps create a lot, so it'd be a lot more difficult without him.
When you say he helped create a lot, is he actually putting on numbers this season? I don't know
The
his
problem
numbers.
is, though, the problem is that what counts as, for example, you would count a chance is when you make that key pass and the person's able to get the shot off. But the problem is, he will make a key pass, but the person who gets the ball will either lose it, so they can't get the shot off. That's why it looks like he doesn't create anything or do anything.
Who's this person?
So, for example, it will either be Jackson, like yesterday. He was off it. He was off it yesterday, right? In the box, he had a good chance, missed it. There was a good moment between him and Palmer, and that.
He's got to score that chance at the end there.
Yeah.
I think it was a Cuckoo header saved, and then Sancho follow up. I think he's got to score that.
Fair enough.
But I reckon he's a good winger.
I think Sancho is dead.
Really?
I think Sancho is lazy and trash.
No, honestly, do you know why I say this though? I feel like every time he gets the ball, he slows the play down. I feel like in the Bundesliga that works, bro, but in the Premier League, bro, you can't slow it down. Everything's got to be at pace. I'd rather Pedro Neto, Martinelli, bro, players that play with pace, like they're just electric. Sancho, he just looks like he just doesn't want to be there, bro.
I mean, it's good having pace. I feel like if you know what to do with your pace, then it's fine. Because Mudryk has pace, but a lot of the times he's too quick for his own good. So it's like
okay, wait, Zeda, who do you rather defend against in the 1v1, Sancho or Mudryk?
With Sancho or Mudryk?
Yeah, like 1v1 battle, bro. Who'd you rather defend against?
Mudryk, because he'll mess it up.
Oh, bro,
he'll mess it up. No, he'll mess it up. Be honest. Be honest.
You see the difference between them two, yeah?
Yes, and be honest, Mudryk's entire since he's joined Chelsea, let's just be honest, Mudryk for the most of it has been horrible. Throughout the most of it.
Yeah. No, I'm talking like 1v1, yeah. Mudryk he'll make you never want to play ball again, bro. Sancho, you can just stand there and just jockey him, bro.
No, bro, you've not watched Chelsea. You've not watched Sancho at Chelsea.
Yeah, but he's watched Sancho United. He's watched Sancho United. Like, bro, Sancho. I think.
Yeah, but United's a graveyard for talents, though.
Nah, I would. It is. I hate you, but so. But like with Sancho, I hear you with the Sancho thing, yeah, with the speed thing, because Sancho, I don't think Sancho's like a speed winger. Sancho's more like a tiki-taka winger. Like the way the Dortmund used to play was much more tiki-taka type football. Like, I don't know about you boys, but I personally feel like just in the Prem, it really has not worked for him at all. And I think maybe if he was at a team like a German side, maybe like a Bayern or I think actually at Bayern, I think he would fucking ball out. I was watching Bayern the other day, making Leroy Sané look like Leo Messi there, bro. So I reckon that if he was there, he'd do this.
Nah, man, I can't lie. I disagree.
Dom.
Yeah, honestly, it's just inconsistency. Remember, Sancho's still young. Like, he's been around for a long, long time, but he's still young. And this team's going to be inconsistent. Like, against Spurs, no one was talking about, Sancho's shit. But now we've lost, you're talking about Sancho's shit. but like, it's gonna happen, and yeah, whatever, it's gonna happen.
The problem is in this day
There's
and
no
age,
doubt he's definitely improved since being at Chelsea. He's definitely improved. He looks a much better player. I just don't see. I just think there's better out there, man.
the problem is in this day
I
and
just
age
don't
is
see
that
it,
the
bro.
game's not
Okay,
Saturday.
Tyler, would you take Sancho for 20 mil?
Nah, bro.
But Martinelli,
I'm taking that.
Yeah, I'd
you
rather
can't say
Martinelli, bro.
Martinelli's better than Sancho.
Yeah, no, I think he's more dangerous. I think he's way more frightening. And Martinelli's been doing it in the Prem for like since he's come in, bro. He's held his name up. If you were to ask me who's had a better career in the Premier League, Sancho or Martinelli, who would you tell me, bro?
Yeah, over the time that he's been there, yeah, for sure, I'd say Martinelli. But if
Would
you
you
look
determine
at,
that
if
by
you look
like
at,
silverware
at-
one or just like in general?
Wait, say again?
What would measure that as like a better career in the Prem? Like what he's won and stuff, or
Better season overall.
I'd say impact. I'd say stats obviously can play a part. I would say I would add career achievements as well, like individual
let me
team.
say this: I think Martinelli's ceiling is definitely higher than Sancho's. However, Martinelli, he's probably more inconsistent than Sancho. He hasn't been the Martinelli of 2 years ago for a long, long time.
We've seen signs.
Alright.
We've seen signs. But again, with Martinelli's consistency, that 22-23 season, even in the run-in for the title race, he was still performing. So that's
Yeah,
what
but that was 2 years ago.
so we've seen signs. It's not like he's completely now. Like,
Don't talk 2 years ago. Like we're not 18 anymore.
Bro,
Wait,
didn't Sancho get shipped from Man United on loan somewhere or something?
Nah, he went on the training course.
I mean, to be fair, they replaced him with Garnacho, so that's not really an upgrade. I'm gonna be honest.
But they replaced him, bro.
Garnacho,
You got
What,
replaced.
Garnacho? brother,
Nah, bro.
Garnacho's turned up in finals. He's literally, bro. He was key in winning the FA Cup against City. My brother. My brother,
what's his
who's made a
outstanding
bigger
trait?
impact since since Sancho joined Man United or since Garnacho started playing? I think Garnacho started playing later. Who's made a bigger impact?
Bro,
Garnacho or Sancho?
Sancho did fuck all. Sancho did fuck all at Man United.
Bro, it's Garnacho. It's easily Garnacho. Brother, are you telling me Sancho made more impact than Garnacho, brother? Really?
Not even okay. Overall, right? If I have to pick between those two players, I'm picking Sancho every day of the week. Garnacho has no outstanding traits. Well, like if someone said, "All right, Chelsea, you can take Garnacho. You have to pick between Garnacho or Sancho for free." What's Garnacho gonna give me?
Oh, bro, come on, man.
Bro,
No,
listen,
but honestly, right?
Zayn, at least,
Here's the thing. Here's the problem, right? In this day and age, because this is what we do. The game is stat based now. So if let's say, for example, right, in this day and age, based on the stat based argument, you could easily say, because here's what people do. They'll put Haaland above Thierry Henry based on stats. That's the problem with the game. That's the problem, because I judge footballers based off of what they can do on the ball
But if you're
individually.
talking about stats
Bro,
this season, I'd say Sancho's better than both of them.
I judge them at the same standard. I don't care about stats, bro. Who's more of a dangerous player, Sancho or Garnacho? Brother, Garnacho's frightening, bro.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Garnacho's
He's not.
finished.
The guy has no
He
outstanding.
can be-
Okay, what's his outstanding quality? What does he do? Because I know Sancho can
Garnacho.
dribble, and I know he. What can Garnacho do?
Oh, bro,
Garnacho's
this is
wait,
your
wait.
question.
I've got. Oi,
He can't finish. Mate, Morata's
Garnacho?
a better finisher than Garnacho.
Garnacho can't pass. He can't dribble. He can't create. He can't shoot. What can he do?
He can run
Nah,
fast.
He
brother,
can't shoot.
I'll
Brother,
tell you
he
something.
can't shoot. Did you see
No,
that
no, no.
bicycle kick against Everton, bro?
Brother, it was one
Can't
goal. No, this is how we'll know what's happening. This is how we know what.
One goal, bro. How many players have you seen score that kind of goal in the world ever?
Bro,
There's a
it's
handful,
rare,
bro. Ronaldo,
come on,
Gareth
man.
Bale. Come on, man. That's pure talent right there, bro. Sancho, brother. He's
No,
a
man.
B-Tech Jack Grealish, bro.
No.
Mate,
Bro,
I
even
agree, I
even
agree,
Jack
I agree.
Grealish is
Around
better than
for too
Garnacho.
long.
Man. Come on, don't do this. Don't do this. No, don't do this.
Andre,
Okay,
is there a
wait.
time limit on this, bro? Because we're
No.
talking about Sancho for too long, man. Sancho, come
No,
on.
man.
Yeah, let's
come on.
move on.
Okay,
Let's
what's his
move on.
none of you have said what his outstanding
I'll
quality is.
end this. I'll end this. Oh wait, can I give it? Can I give one? I'm allowed to answer. I'll say this, brother. impact. For example, Sancho spent a lot of the time actually on the bench of Man United as well. In that last 30 minutes, if you put on Garnacho, that's generally going to frighten defenders, and it usually works. Whereas if you put on like a Sancho, it's like playing 10 men still. It's just irrelevant, brother. And I would also say, even in big games, like Garnacho has turned up in big games. He scored against City last when they came top four at Old Trafford. He scored against them in the final as well. So I would personally say I think Garnacho is more of a big game player than Sancho. I just want to just end this because I think we can end this now because I think everyone's had enough Sancho. But just to give you some statistics, Garnacho's played. They played similar number of games. Garnacho played 74, Sancho 70, and they both got 20 goal contributions in those appearances. So they are quite even actually, stats-wise.
The problem with Manchester United is that you've relied on attackers like Højlund, Rashford, and Garnacho. Like that Wolves, like for example, right? I won't bring up the Wolves game because you actually brought Garnacho on, and even then, like, did he lose the ball for the goal? Was that him?
No, he lost the ball for the goal. Yeah.
I was watching the Arsenal game, right? And another example of watching Garnacho is he was running away from the action when the players were playing up, right? For example, someone like Sancho would try and get the ball. Garnacho runs away from the action. Sancho would go towards it, right? Obviously, he's not this insane, like, athletic, pacey, like, winger like Rashford. But the problem with someone like Rashford is that his decision-making is awful. So what is that going to get me if you have pace, if your decision-making is terrible? That's the problem with, like, this modern day of pacey direct wingers. Like, for example, Mudryk, that's great, you have pace, but what can you do with that? Garnacho, that's great, you're quick, but what can you do with that? Your decision-making is awful.
I'm not sure where you're coming from in this argument. Like, are you? Because then I'll just flip back and say to you, okay, cool. What does Sancho do?
Sure. Sure. Whenever I watch Sancho play for us, he gives defenders all the time, even against Spurs, even against Bournemouth. Like, we wouldn't have won those games.
Andre, let's wrap it up. Let's move on.
You want to move on, yeah?
Let's move on. There's no chance that anyone's going to change their opinion here.
Let's just do one. Just say one thing that Sancho does to end the segment. Zayn, you first. What's one thing Sancho does?
What Sancho
better
does?
than Garnacho?
Yeah, or just in general.
His quality of pass in the final third is better than every single person we talked about so far.
Okay, fine. Zayn.
Dribbling as well.
Okay. Title done for Chelsea. I said it was. We can do this quickly to got more shit to wrap up onto. Hayes, are you winning the league?
Sorry?
Hayes, are you winning the league? Sam?
Nah, no. I said we weren't winning it last week, and we were in a better position than we are this week. So definitely not. I never ever thought we could. The fact that you're asking the question to me is just testament how well Maresca's done. But no. Liverpool will win the league, no problems about it.
The funny thing is, the day before the Fulham game, I made a video on Christmas Day saying we're not going to win the league, and I said why. And the next day, Fulham happens, and I'm like, "Hey, I told you." Even Maresca played it off when we were winning. I was like, "This is why," because even though it is a bit annoying that like we spent a lot of money, right? Yes, we sold a lot and like brought in a lot of money, but for the money we spent, it is a bit disappointing what we've assembled in defense. So that's the one thing that stops me from saying, yeah, we could win the title. I don't think we can because of the defense.
Okay, interesting. Next one, boys, score predictions. You've got Ipswich after Ipswich later as well. We'll get onto that. But boys, it's Chelsea fans to start with you, Zayn. What's the score against Ipswich going to be?
Ooh. Well, they're playing Arsenal today, so I think Arsenal's going to batter them. So I think since we're going to their ground, I think we'll make it difficult for ourselves. So I think we'll sneak out with like a 2-1 win. I think we'll make it difficult because they need something because they're in a relegation fight.
Yeah, I'll say 3-2.
3-2. Bovin, what do you think?
I think 3-1 Chelsea. I think 3-1.
3-1 Ezra.
Yeah, 3-1 as well. I think it'll be fine.
3-1 Tylon.
Bro, I'm torn, I'm torn. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say 0-0.
What are you saying for the game? Because you're playing them today, right?
0-0. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna say 0-0, bro.
Wait, Tyler,
Right.
I feel like it'll be one of them ones where Chelsea will just be like just battering them for 90 minutes, but they just won't. They won't get it over the
I
line.
get where
I feel
you're
like
coming
Ipswich will
from.
just park it, bro.
Oh,
I
I could sort of agree with you saying 1-1 or 2-2, but 0-0. That's I'll say that's never happened. But that will never happen. There's no
I
chance.
get where he's
of that.
coming from, though. I do get why you'd think that. Tyler, do you
Just,
believe?
just a prediction.
Fair enough.
Fair enough, Tyler.